Hi guys, today I thought I would do a best and worst of drugstore dry shampoos. I did one of these videos a super long time ago on my channel. Oh my gosh, I don't even know, like when I first started it. And it was kind of just comparing pretty much every dry shampoo I've tried, and obviously since then I've tried a lot more. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown because I feel like dry shampoo, I don't know, like you expect it all to kind of be the same, kind of like regular shampoo, but it's really not, and some work and some don't. And I just thought I would give you guys like a rundown of the ones I like, the ones I don't like, the ones I wouldn't recommend, and I would recommend. Most of these are relatively affordable. I think there's one on the list that's more expensive, but yeah, I just thought I'd go through my list. I don't have all of them. Obviously, I'm not that crazy when it comes to dry shampoo, but I have a few here, and then other ones I'm going to talk about that I've had in the past and stuff like that. So I'll put in like a picture so you know what it looks like if you're interested in it. But just for reference, my hair type is oily 100%. I wash my hair every other day. In the past, I have stretched that out much longer. I was able to at one point. My hair just didn't get as greasy. It was also very dry when I bleached it, but now my hair is growing out my natural hair, so it's very thin and fine and gets greasy very quickly. So I washed my hair last night and it's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon and it's already looking a little greasy. Now I wash my hair every other day and use dry shampoo pretty much all the time. I'm addicted to it. I love it. I think it's great. I think that it can build up in your hair and create problems, so you do have to make sure you're actually washing your hair regularly too. Now I gave you my whole little intro. I just thought I'd get into it. There's no specific order here, but let's just get started. So the first one is from Blandi. I don't even know that they still sell this, so this might be completely a waste for you. Blandi Pronto Invisible Spray. It came in like a brown bottle. I had gotten a sample of it, like a smaller bottle of it, and it says invisible. It's supposed to be like the best thing. It was like one of the first more expensive dry shampoos that I knew about, and I hated it. Literally everything about it was not invisible whatsoever. My hair at the time wasn't too dark. It left white residue. It didn't absorb any oil. Actually made your hair more greasy, and it felt like I was spraying oil into my hair. It was just like Pam or something. Like it was really gross, and it smelled like lemons, which I hate. Anything that smells like citrusy like that, like, just no thank you. So totally would not recommend that. And then for Suave, which is completely the other end of this spectrum, which is like the cheapest probably dry shampoo you can find. Suave makes them usually under $4. I don't think I've ever seen them over $5. There's two that I've tried from Suave. One is the original one that they came out with, which is in a silver bottle with a yellow writing on it, and that is called the Refresh and Revive dry shampoo. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I do think if you really don't have really greasy hair, but you just want a little bit of oomph on the second day, it'll work, but it's not gonna last really long. It won't really absorb a lot of grease. That's what I'm saying is that for me, because my hair is so greasy and I require a lot of something that's really gonna absorb everything, that one just isn't the best. I think that one is workable, but it's not the greatest, and also the smell isn't too good. And then there's the gold one that I tried, and it's called Keratin. They have one for keratin color treated and one just for keratin, and that's the one I had tried. I don't know why I bought it, to be honest, because my hair does not need anything like that, but it smells really good, so that's one good thing about it. It has a nice smell to it, but it's also very affordable. But I don't think it's for those with greasy hair. Like, I wouldn't even call it a dry shampoo. I'd call it a good dry conditioner. If you have greasy fine hair like me and you use dry shampoo to give yourself some texture, some volume, absorb oil, that's not going to be the one for you. If you have more frizzy hair that gets frizzy when it's dirty, that might be the one for you because it adds some shine into your hair and just kind of does make it look refreshed but not clean. Next is probably the first dry shampoo that ever was on the market, I think. Or the first one I ever tried for sure. I think I tried this in 2010. Guys, it's so long ago. And that is the Tresemme Fresh Start Volumizing Dry Shampoo. That is the black one with the yellow writing that's been around, like I said, since probably 2010. And that's kind of what you would expect from the first dry shampoo, to be honest. It's not groundbreaking. The idea is definitely something I was interested in because I was like, oh my god, I don't have to spend all this time washing my hair every day. But it's not the one I would recommend to you the most. I think it works. I think it's fine. I think it definitely started me off with my search of the perfect dry shampoo. It's like if you discovered your first mascara. It's like that kind of thing. Like, it's probably not the best, but it works and you want something better. It's also quite affordable. I think it's like $5. It smells okay. It's a little citrusy for my liking. It works, but it's not gonna last really long. Next is, of course, the mother load. That is Batiste dry shampoo, which is probably the #1 bestseller. I think it says on it, like #1 bestseller dry shampoo, and I believe it. I love Batiste. I've told you guys this before. My only issue is that it is more expensive for something from the drugstore. Most of the ones I like from the drugstore are under $5. Batiste, if you buy it full price, is around $7.99, if not more, and you can find it cheaper at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, which I really like, but it is quite expensive, and although you'd think, oh, they make a ton of different scents, I can find one that works for me, not all of them work the same. And that's what I want to talk about today too, was that I've recommended Batiste dry shampoo for ages, but I don't think that all the scents work in the same way. Some do say, you know, for strength and shine, and some say for this or that, and those ones clearly have different ingredients that are going to do something different, but some of them that are just scented differently work differently. So I wanted to get into the details on those. So we'll start with the first one, which is the Batiste Original. It's like in that greenish blue packaging. It just says Original on it. I don't like that one. That was the first one I tried because I thought, okay, Original, it'll give me like a sense of the brand. It didn't. I think it smells really bad. It does kind of have a clean smell, but it's like an overly clean smell. It's not my favorite. I don't think it works very well. I think it leaves a really bad white cast in your hair, and my hair isn't that dark, but I find that it left a white cast. It was kind of hard to like get in there, but then even though it left a white cast, it didn't create that volume or that texture. It didn't really absorb the oils, and even when it did absorb the oils, it didn't give any volume. Like, it didn't give texture to your hair. It just kind of like absorbed the oils and left your hair feeling flat and fine. Didn't like that one, so if you're looking into Batiste, I would not recommend the original one. Next is one of my favorites from Batiste, and that is the tropical one. I love that one for summer. It smells very pineapple-y. It's very strong, so some people might not like that. I really like that one. I think it's one of the best ones that they make. It just has that scent, but it really absorbs your oils and your roots, and it does give you texture. You will be able to feel it in your hair. And you can't tell, like, if someone saw you, they just think your hair is clean, but when you go like this, you can sort of feel, not build up, but you can feel a bit of texture, and I almost like that. I think that that's really good when you have a lot of greasiness. It's one of the longest lasting of everything I'm going to say on this list. It really lasts all day. If you spray it in the morning before work, it will last you till you get home, so I really recommend that one. There's another version of it that is great for winter, which is the sexier wild one. They've been called two different things. It has like the leopard print on the bottle. That one's also amazing. It's the exact same, in my opinion, as the tropical one of the texture. And it does the same things. It gives you volume, it gives you texture, it absorbs the oil, lasts really long, but that one has more of a perfumey smell. I actually really love that smell. If they made it in a perfume, I'd probably buy it. I think it works exactly the same. So the tropical and the wild ones are the two that I would recommend the most from Batiste. They can be used on any hair color, but they absorb super easily. The white cast goes away really quickly. All you have to do is like that a little bit, and it goes away. They both smell good. The smell is a little bit long lasting, not like all day, but it lasts a little bit. And I just really like both of those. They're my favorite ones. And a few other ones from the brand to mention are the brown ones. They have one for light to medium and then one for deep dark brown hair. Both of those work. I do want to say they work really nicely. But if you don't need one like that, I wouldn't get them. But if you have black hair or something, you might want to go for the deep dark brown one. The smells on those two are phenomenal, but they are a bit thicker in texture than the other two. I do find that the deep dark brown one leaves more buildup in your hair. Now, it definitely gives you the volume and the lift and the gets rid of the greasiness and everything. It works, but it does leave buildup. Your roots feel more kind of like icky a bit, and it does get in your fingernails. If you go like this, it's going to get on your fingers, it's going to get on your hands, and it gets on clothes and things like that, so it is a bit more messy. If you want to get that one, I don't think it's bad. I don't think you're going to be disappointed, but just to like let you know, they are a bit more messy, and I would go with the tropical or the wild one. But you know what, there was one I tried, I didn't write down here, which is called Ella Henderson. It was like a dark blue bottle. It was like a temporary release with the artist, and they do that sometimes. They come out with like special ones, and that one I really liked a lot. It's not out anymore, but if they do come out with another one from like a celebrity, I would think that it would be a general, like the same kind of texture, so I would probably try that. The last one I've actually recently had, I actually let my mom borrow it when she went away this weekend, is the one that's called Clean and Light. It has like a light green packaging with like flowers on it. I know they have a floral one and like a cherry one. Both of those scents gross me out, so I wouldn't try them, don't know how they work, but the Clean and Light one is really nice. I do think it works, I like it, but I want to say it's in between the original and the wild and tropical. Like, it's not as good as the tropical or the wild one, but it's not as bad as the original in my opinion. It's a nice clean scent. It's nothing crazy, it doesn't bother me. I think it really absorbs the oils and it works, but it doesn't leave texture in your hair. That's kind of what I would say. Next is technically not a dry shampoo, but it is baby powder. Baby powder. I've been having this bottle of baby powder for probably so long, it's probably not even good if baby powder goes bad, but baby powder is something I think I learned about from Candy Johnson to use as a dry shampoo. I used baby powder for the longest time, and it works. It really does. Like, it's probably the longest lasting of everything on this list. If you put it in your hair in the morning, it will last you all day. It is going to be more difficult for those with darker hair. If you have blonde hair, go for it. I know that there's something about using cocoa powder or something if you have darker hair. I don't know about that. But baby powder, if you have darker hair, can work. You can watch some of my older videos where my hair was nearly black and I was using it. It is a bit more of an annoying process. It can get on clothes, it can get on the floor. Smells obviously really good, smells clean and fresh. But you do really have to work it into the hair and really work with it to get it completely absorbed so you don't have like a grayish white looking roots. It will last the longest if you're really in a bind, but it will create buildup, so you will need like a clarifying shampoo after using that because it really like sticks in there. But that's one of the reasons why it works so well at the same time. And then next are the two newest ones I got. I'm going to start with the pink one. It is the OGX one. I talked about these in my birthday haul, and this is the OGX Protecting and Silky Blowout Blow Dry Extend Dry Shampoo. It looks like this, really cute little bottles. I got this at Ulta. I'm pretty sure this retails for $8.99 there. It's the only place I've seen it. It's a semi-small bottle when you consider how big some bottles of dry shampoo are. This is the one that I probably don't like as much as the other one. It smells really good. Both of the ones from OGX smell amazing. I do like OGX as a brand. This one says it has hydrolyzed silk and rose dust to protect, blow out, hold body, and enhance softness. This one is okay. The smell is what I like the most about it, but I don't think it gives you any volume or any texture. It doesn't extend a blowout for me, and I do think that if I have shininess right in here and I spray this in, it'll help with that, but it won't give me anything extra. The other OGX one I do like a bit more. That's the one I have in my hair right now, and this is the Bodifying and Fiber Full Body Renew Dry Shampoo with bamboo fibers and soy protein. They revive volume and body to freshen and beautify. Looks like this. It's a really pretty blue color. Same price as the other one. They are on offer sometimes for buy one get one half off. This one also smells really amazing, but it just adds a bit more than the other one. It's not my favorite. I probably again wouldn't repurchase this because it's so expensive from the drugstore. It gives you a little bit more lift, a little bit more volume than the pink one, and it just does a little bit more than that. It just gives you a bit more oomph, but it doesn't last very long at all. One I don't have with me is the Ava NYC Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. I love Ava NYC. I've been using their texture spray for ages now and I love it. All their products smell phenomenal. And the Ava NYC Freshen Up Dry Shampoo is $12, so very expensive for the drugstore, but it is quite a big bottle and it lasts a long time. You don't need much of it. Again, I want to say it adds a little bit of texture. It does absorb the oils and it does work, but it doesn't last as long as the Batiste or baby powder does. It just isn't as long lasting. It is really nice, and if you like the smell, I would get it, and that is probably something I would repurchase. I know they make a little one, and that would be a great little one to have, because sometimes I think Batiste as a little one is too much like for on the go. Just, it's too intense almost if you're just touching up on the go. The Ava NYC one would be a great one to have on the go with you. It works, gives you that oomph, that volume, that really great smell, and it kind of does everything you want it to do. Absorbs the oils, there's no white cast with it, and it's good. I would recommend it, but only if you want to spend $12 on dry shampoo. And then the last brand is Not Your Mother's, which I've talked about a lot recently. The main one they came out with is the Clean Freak Original, the one in the green bottle. I don't like that at all. I don't think it works. I don't think it absorbs oils. I don't think it makes you have texture or volume. It doesn't leave too much of a white cast, but it is a little bit like hard to rub in. The smell is terrible. I absolutely hate the smell of the Clean Freak one. I know they came out with a new like tapioca or a new smell, but I would not even buy that. And then there are two that I do semi-like. One I really like and one I kind of don't. So we're going to go with the one I kind of don't first, and that is the Plump for Joy Bodybuilding Dry Shampoo. I got this because I wanted the body. I was like, oh, bodybuilding, like it'll give me a lot of volume. It kind of does. It does work. Absorbs the oils and everything, but I just can't get over the smell of this, to be honest. Has no residue, you know, there's no whiteness. It works, and if you like the smell, you'll like it, but it's orange mango, and I told you I don't like citrus smells, so that's a no for me. But look how gigantic that bottle is. It's gonna last so long. It really just does everything you want a dry shampoo to do, but it doesn't last as long as the Batiste, so I'm gonna just throw that out there. It is cheaper, about half the price of the Batiste ones, but it doesn't last as long. Last but not least is one of my current favorites. Oh my god, there's like not much left. I'm gonna have to repurchase this, and that is the Beach Babe Texturizing Dry Shampoo. I love the Beach Babe line from Not Your Mother's. I really do. The smell is great. It's more of a coconut type smell. It absorbs your oils, it really does give you a bit more texture, and the thing about this I like a little bit more than the Batiste, that doesn't leave anything in your hair. And although I said Batiste doesn't leave a residue, I said it does feel thick in your roots. Like you can kind of feel that it's in there and it feels different than your natural texture. This leaves my hair feeling lightweight. You know, my roots will feel just normal, like they don't feel like anything special, but somehow it like amps up your hair, makes it just feel a little bit more volumized, but doesn't give your hair a different texture. It's right up there with Batiste for me, but again, Batiste does last longer, but it does leave that little bit of feeling in your hair. So it kind of depends what you're looking for in a product, and this one is cheaper, and I think there's more product in here. But yeah, those are all my ones I've tried that I can even remember. So if you have any more detailed questions, feel free to leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. I hope this video helped you out and give you an idea of which dry shampoo might be right for you. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more from me. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Tell me, do you feel ashamed?